Why, hello, you absolutely adorable and good looking penguins. While you're out there enjoying life, I'm here, enjoying the fruits of my labor, also known as mead, honey wine. I was supposed to do a giant slurping sound effect, but I didn't, so I'm just gonna throw in the fucking Minecraft one in there. Yes, I make wine. This is honey wine made by me. That's right, bitches. I'm back after taking a random hiatus because I just wasn't feeling it, and now I'm more motivated than ever to start making videos again. Thanks for supporting the last one, like Jesus Christ. I decided I take a step back, slow things down a little bit because I feel like everything's been going too fast. We've been talking shit about Microsoft a lot. We actually just been talking shit this entire channel. Now that I think about it, except for like 2 videos. But let's condense our hatred into one specific thing, one character in my life that I absolutely despise, dislike, and wish he just get out of my life forever. I'm talking about my professor. I have to be very careful with my words because I don't like the idea of doxing myself, especially after becoming a real engineer, guys. I'm not Mudahar, believe it or not. I have a degree in computer science. I am now working at a company as a software engineer. Unfucking believable. Anyway, I want to talk about a professor I had who how do I put this lightly? Um he's a very smart man. I want to make that clear. He's a very smart man. But he took all of his talent, all of his intelligence, and everything that was gifted to him, and he threw it all away because he just said, "Yep, I'm taking a 2-year sabbatical so I can learn AI." I know you're waiting for like a rebuttal or like a but. There is no but. He actually did do that. Yeah, so I'm going to call this guy AI, also known as actually Indian. He literally did everything through AI. So all of his entire class presentation had incorporated AI in some way. Instead of doing traditional slides, which is, whatever, who fucking cares? He did, I can't get over this, he did chat GPT prompts. I'm not even joking. He literally had a Jupyter notebook and asked us to use ChatGPT. Actually, encouraged us to use ChatGPT, and all of his slides were essentially screenshots from ChatGPT. There was a bit of code, like example codes, definitely written by AI. And honestly, that should have been a huge red flag for me. Like, surely there is no way this guy would just do the entire class in AI. Sorry, use AI for the entire class. My mistake. Sorry, guys. The wine is getting to me. That sounded probably awful, but it's okay. It hit the back of my throat. Anyway. So AI was actually out there prompting ChatGPT to make all of his presentation Jupyter notebooks, some of your phrase. And I thought that was it. Can't get any worse than that. And then I got the homework. Jesus Christ, it gets so much worse. The homework, I could actually make a very confident guess, was all made using AI. And all the test cases were probably also done by AI. I unfortunately have no proof of this, but I can kind of guarantee it, considering what I'm about to tell you next. The fucking exams. The exams were made by AI. The AI professor, no, he's not an AI professor, it was a data science class. Barely. It was barely a data science class, let me rephrase. That professor decided to use AI to make his exams. Surely you can't get any worse than that. Surely he will be reviewing the code solutions, right? Oh, by the way, it was all handwritten, by the way. Handwritten code. Well, if you're going to be a bitch and complain about it, you clearly have never taken an exam. Or never taken a good exam, in my opinion. Handwriting code isn't the issue. The issue comes with, I have 30 problems, and I'm only given an hour and 20 minutes, and now I have to fucking handwrite code? I have to write 30 fucking problems? And these problems are not short, by the way. Some of them, yeah, you know, like one line, maybe like an example. Not all of them. Some of them, it was like code a whole function block. Oh, and good luck, because we decided we didn't want to waste any paper, so we had one question, which is a fucking essay in and of itself, on one page, and you have the entire other page to write it. Good luck, buddy. Good luck. Now, I'm actually dyslexic. The dyslexic engineering didn't just come from nowhere. I'm actually dyslexic. I'm the worst test taker that I know. This is important because on the first exam I didn't do that good. I was like, damn, this sucks. I feel bad. I talked to some of my friends in the class, and they said, yeah, they actually did pretty good. It was like, fuck, it really just is me. The grades came out. What the fuck do you mean the class average was a 65? There was a total of 3 people in that class who got an A on the first exam. There was no curve, by the way. The answer key, I had doubts. I was like, there's no way. There's no way it's made by AI. Until one day I was like, you know what? Why don't I just prompt the AI? And so I did. I did what my professor encouraged me to do. Actually use ChatGPT. You are not going to believe my fucking face after I realized the fucking same answer. The same answer on the answer key was the one given out by ChatGPT. So the entire time, I'm not even graded by this fucking loser. I'm being graded by an AI. There are some things in life where I wish like AI just stopped being a thing, because like people like are going through like AI psychosis. They're losing like critical thinking. They're also, I guess, just getting instant gratification because I guess like, I'm sorry, wow, the wine really is getting to me now. Instead of, you know, like trying to figure out a problem or trying to like think through something, they just, all right, AI, let's do it. Not even like Google, not even like sit down, write out the issue. Just, yeah, let's just ask an AI chatbot. This fucking guy, I paid for that class, by the way. That class was paid for. I had to pay real money, not fucking Monopoly money or not ChatGPT money. I had to pay real American dollars for that class. I know, haha, laugh at the American. Oh, he had to go into debt. Who fucking cares? Oh wait, I did comment the last time. I have to actually show people an impressionist. And I'll tell you what, being an American and going into educational debt is worth it. And I'll tell you what, Bobby, it is the good American way. Don't ever trust a European. Fuck me, dude. This was supposed to be a serious Linux channel. I was actually going to link this to my LinkedIn. Not anymore. I fucked up. This is my fault now. I'm just gonna like cut the bullshit for a second. I really sat through that class. I sat through like, I think like a month of it before I just started skipping it because it was just a complete waste of time, and everything that I've learned in that class was already something else I was learning in another class. So it was completely pointless to me. But the fact of the matter was, even though it was not even relatively easy, even though it was a joke of a fucking class, the exams were unnecessarily hard and like and were too long, by the way. Way too fucking long for no good reason. And it was just a whole mess just to do essentially the basics of data science. I was a big insult as an engineer going through a class entirely created and essentially curated by ChatGPT. And I was talking to one of the TAs, and like I mentioned to him, like, yay, you know, like all of this is ChatGPT, right? And he looked at me dead in the eye, he was like, yeah, it's like kind of stupid in my opinion. Dude, I had so much respect for my TA. I know he didn't really care for me, but he was such a cool fucking guy. In the end, I really look back at that class, and that probably was one of the worst classes I've ever taken in my entire life. And I've taken a machine learning course. That shit was the hardest thing I've ever taken in my entire life. Despite that, the worst class had to be that one data science course I took, because it was run by AI. The fucking professor was basically an AI. I probably should have made an open letter to the president of my college and be like, this guy is a fucking disgrace to education and to me and to you. This is the biggest insult I've ever been in college. College, some people like Jonathan Blows thinks college is an absolute joke, and for good reasons. I'm not even gonna disagree with him. This is a fantastic example why college is a fucking joke sometimes. And I don't think I've ever been more insulted in my entire life by taking this class. God, I really hope this man just loses his fucking career after this bullshit. Sorry, I got a little bit heated. It's the wine, guys. It's the wine. I don't have much to say. I'm surprised this video took 12 minutes, but regardless, I think that professor's a piece of shit, and I really just genuinely hope he loses his job over like his use of AI, because it is an insult to literally every person that enters his classroom. And especially someone who graduated and does this shit in his free time. God, you don't understand how fucking mad it made me. Anytime I asked him a question, he clearly just wasn't having it. Oh, I should mention this. I asked him a couple of questions, and he thought I was the biggest idiot alive because I didn't like AI. What a fucking tool. Jesus Christ. Anyway, gang, a little bit heated, I know. More to come. Maybe something this weekend. I'm not sure. I actually have a life, so these videos come far and few between. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, I can make the excuse now that I'm too inebriated. Clearly, after having not even a glass of wine. Anyway. Drink responsibly, nerds. Have a good one.